Dura, how's the week been after the unfortunate result last week?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Obviously, a lot to reflect on and things to improve. But yeah, it's been a really good mood. We've had such a good start to the season. It was unfortunate that we put in a performance like that at home. Conditions were not great, but we've reviewed it. We know what we did wrong, and we'll get to fix it on tomorrow night.
What are you looking to improve the most, I suppose?
I think the most disappointing thing was we were probably too open. We opened ourselves up a little bit too much, where the feature of our first two games has been how solid we've been defensively. So we've looked at that. We've touched on a few things that Melbourne City like to do and how we can stop them.
Is there a reason for that you were so open? Was it a case of the Wanderers were forced you to do that, or was it?
Yeah, they were good. You got to give credit to other teams when they play well. They played really well. They had a good game plan. They've got some really good players in their team as well that changed the flow of the game. But we probably tried to go at them a little bit too much, which, like I said before, opened our lines up too much. So a great opportunity to fix that on Friday night and show that was just a one-off.
Yeah, what are you expecting from Melbourne City on Friday?
Yeah, they'll be hungry. They lost as well at home, 3-0 last week, so they're going to be up for it. So it's going to be a good battle. It's going to be a really good test. They're probably seen as one of the top 4 teams in the competition, so it'll be good to see where we're at. And obviously the coach wants to see a reaction from us, so we'll make sure we do that.
Got a lot of attacking weapons over there as well, so defensively, how are you going to sort of maintain those guys?
Yeah, the first few games we've. I think Philippe's hardly made maybe a handful of saves. So if we can get back to our ways that we are the first 2 games of just being defensively solid, our 2 6s sitting in front of us nice and solid, and the front guys working really hard, then I see no issues with us getting points and coming back with points.
You mentioned the coach is maybe expecting to see a reaction. Is that something you've seen already in the preparations this week?
Yeah, absolutely. It was extremely disappointing. Everyone after the game was just so disappointed in themselves for that result and that performance. More so the performance to be put in. So training's been high intensity. We've looked at a lot of things that City will be doing and how we can nullify them. So it's been hard work, but there's been a smile on the faces. We're not down in the dumps. It's one loss after a good start to the season. So we get to make amends for it Friday.
Does it take one result or a series of results for you to maybe start not necessarily doubting but thinking that you may need to tweak a system?
The change of system or personnel will come down to what the coach wants to do. That's the players just have to go out there every week and try and perform to the best of their ability. Look, if we get it right defensively, I can't see anyone really hurting us and breaking us down, and we're really confident in our system that we are playing at the moment. We know it really well. Fine-tune a couple of things, and like I said, there's no reason why we won't be coming back with points.
Just before we come here, Thomas, you able to just have sort of do experience with him, or just?
Tom. I know Tom from his dealings when he was at the Matildas. He had a really successful time with the Matildas. And when I was over in the MLS, I caught up with him. He was the Orlando coach for the women's team, and had a good chat with him. And just seen that he's been appointed as the women's coach. So, fantastic human being, great guy, really good coach. And I'm sure from the previous coach that the Ferns have, they'll enjoy this environment a lot more.
Can I just check? I am loath to mention these 3 letters, the VAR, but of course you obviously were disappointed with the penalty going against you. Yeah. But in terms of what the VAR is there for, are you happy that it wasn't used to overturn it?
I would have liked them to overturn that one. But look, the VAR's there to stay from what I understand. They've got it wrong at times. It's not easy. I think the technology is actually really good. It's just making sure that the people using the technology get it right. And the less we talk about the VAR, probably the better for everyone.